If you live in Canada and want to make some extra money online, there are plenty of options that anyone can start with today, and no special skills or experiences needed. In this video, I'll share 6 of the best online side hustles for Canadians that are easy to start, realistic, and actually worth your time. And make sure you stick around to the end, because I'll also share a bonus tip about a little known Canadian earning method that most people completely overlook, but it can be a real game changer. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I've been testing online earning methods for years, so you don't have to waste your time on scams or hype. And I'm often asked about opportunities in specific countries. So in this video here, I will focus on the best side hustles for Canadians. If you live in another country, I also do have a whole playlist about opportunities in other countries, so I'll leave a link in the top corner for that. But today I will walk you through 6 online side hustles you can start in Canada right now. I'll share what each one involves. I will show you a couple of examples for each method, and then also go over the realistic earning potential and how to get started step by step. So let's jump straight into it. So the first free way to start earning some extra money online in Canada is paid surveys. And I just want to make it clear that this is not a prioritized list, because which of these methods that I show here are the best really depends on your personal preferences. But paid surveys is one of the easiest and fastest ways to start earning a bit of extra money on the side online. It's of course not a way to become rich or anything like that. None of the methods here are, but it is super easy because you can just go and sign up and start earning right away, and in many cases even from your phone. And a couple of great paid service sites for Canada is, for example, Branded Surveys, and another one is also Top Surveys. They have specific panels just for Canada. But I also do have a full list of the best paid surveys for Canada on my website, with more than 40 paid service sites where you can find joining links, you can find full tutorials and all that. I will leave a link to that below. But if you like sharing your opinion, then paid service is definitely a great and easy way to start earning a bit extra. And many of the sites you can join pays out in cash, also some even via bank transfer or PayPal, Payoneer, many also even crypto or gift cards. Another great free way to earn some extra money in Canada is to participate in user testing. And one platform, for example, is usertesting.com. Another one can be Utest. But in general, there are many different user testing platforms, and it can be quite fun, because what you would do depends, of course, on the exact project, but often you will record your screen. You will then speak out your thoughts. You have some kind of task, so you will just sit there and record while you are doing a specific task and record your thoughts. And it usually doesn't take too much effort, but pays quite well. The most I have ever been paid for user testing was around $75 for around half an hour, but that was also very high paying. In many cases, you can expect something like $10 to $50 per test or per task, and it can take anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes usually. And these are just a couple of examples. Also here I do have a full list of the best user testing sites on my website. I will also leave a link to this below, because when it comes to user testing, just be aware that usually there are not that many tests on each site, so it's a good idea to sign up for many, because then it increases your chances of getting regular tests. And if you can qualify for just 1 or 2 a week, it can give some really nice extra money on the side. The next method is to use passive income apps, and one of the best that I have found for this is Pawn's app. You just install it on either your computer or your phone, and then let it run in the background, and then you will earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. And the demand for that is quite high in Canada, so you can earn a decent amount, but just be aware that it's not one of the most effective ways to earn here, but because it can just run in the background whenever you are online anyways, and maybe using some of the other online earning methods here, then why not include it and then just earn a bit extra without any extra effort. I also do have a list of the best passive income apps, so you can find more information both about Pawns, or if you're interested in joining more apps like this, then you can also check that out. I will leave a link to that below also. One method you should definitely also consider, in my opinion, that is often overlooked is online focus groups. One platform you can join from Canada where you can sometimes find focus groups is Survey Junkie. And the great thing about focus groups is that it can be fun to participate in. You will just meet with a group of people, discuss a certain topic, there will be a moderator, and then they usually pay quite well. And I do have a list on my website also of the best online focus groups, including more information about SurveyJunkie and joining links so you can easily get started. Because also here you need to be aware that it's not easy to qualify for focus groups usually. So it requires you to sign up for quite a few platforms to increase your chances of once in a while getting invited. And if you then do get invited, it usually pays decent money. I will actually show later at the end of this video some examples of the earning potential for another specific focus group for Canada that you can also consider, but more about that later. So with the rise of AI, new earning opportunities has also shown up, and you can, for example, find AI training tasks or AI training jobs where you will get paid to help train AI. There are a couple of different types of tasks like this. One method is, for example, on a platform like Hypemicro, where you can find these micro AI training tasks where you can just join and start earning right away. You can see it can, for example, be by doing these categorizations, drawing boxes, doing different small things like this. Usually it doesn't pay that well. It does take some patience, but it's easy to get started with and you can get some experience. And another approach is to use a platform like Outlier.ai, where it is more long-term, bigger projects. Usually you also need to have specific qualifications for this. And if you go to the current opportunities, you can see there are, for example, a few for Canada right now, but this of course changes all the time, but usually they do pay quite well. But the exact earnings of course depends on the exact task and the exact job. You can see some of them are very specialized and others are easier to qualify for. So it's different types of work you can find on platforms like this. I also do have a list of the best AI training jobs in general, where you can find more information both about these two platforms and other similar platforms, whether you're interested in the shorter, easier task or the more long-term AI training jobs. So the sixth method is to play games. And yes, I know it sounds a little bit strange, but there are actually platforms where you can get paid to play games. One of the best that I have seen in Canada is FreeCast, because you can find a lot of high-paying game offers here. How it works on a platform like this is that you join for free, of course, and then you can find different games you can download, and then when you reach certain levels, you will get paid. And I have tested hundreds of get paid to sites that offer games like this, and FreeCast is currently still one of the highest paying ones for this. But if you're just doing it for the money, then it will definitely take some time and patience. So I would say it's more relevant and interesting if you like playing games, for example, on your phone anyways, then why not go to a platform like this, check out what games they have, and if there's a game you like playing anyways, why not download it through the links there and then get paid for it at the same time. I also have a list of the best platforms that offer this kind of opportunity, so I'll also leave a link to that below so you can check that out if you are interested in this. And those are the 6 best online side hustles you can start in Canada right now. But before we wrap up, I want to share a quick bonus tip, because there's one method that many Canadians completely overlook, yet it can really boost your earnings. So the bonus tip is to make sure to not just join the global different platforms, but also local market research panels, because there are actually research panels that specifically recruit Canadian participants. It can, for example, be a platform like Leger, and this is one of the largest in Canada. It pays in cash, gift cards or air miles, and you can both use the website or download the app, and this is in many cases for smaller surveys, but it is specifically for Canadians. Another one can be Asking Canadians, and this is also known for online surveys and occasionally high-paying focus groups. There's also a platform called Canadian Viewpoint. The thing here is that it's hard to join directly. You cannot just go to the website and join. They usually recruit through email invitations from studies you qualify for via partner sites, and they don't really mention which those are, but you can still keep an eye for their name in different study invites or different other places you see it, and then you know that it can actually be an opportunity if you see it, and then you can join through those. And finally, we have Recruit and Field, which only recruits participants in the US and Canada. And if you just look at some of the current studies at the time of recording this video, that can of course change and will change. So I can't guarantee these exact ones will be available, but it gives you a good idea of the opportunities here. And for example, you can see one here, 75 minutes, it would be $225 you would get for that. It's about shopping habits. Another one here, you see favorite dog food brand. It's 10 minutes online survey and 45 minutes virtual focus group. That would give $200. So you can see these are just examples. They are not easy to qualify for, but if you do qualify for them once in a while, it can definitely give some nice extra money. And the reason that many people miss out on these specific Canadian opportunities is that these panels often don't advertise as heavily as other platforms, and you usually have to apply directly through their websites because they don't run so many campaigns. But if you just sign up for a couple of these and keep an eye on your email, you can grab sometimes high paying spots, as you can see when they come up, and then you can combine it with the other methods that I've shown. And it's not something you will get invitations for every day, these specific Canadian panels, but when you do get invited, the payout can sometimes be much higher than your average side hustle task. And if you then combine it with the other sites that I have shown here that very often offer opportunities, then it can become a nice side hustle with a bit of extra money on the side every month. And as mentioned, if you want to know more about any of the opportunities to get started, I'll leave links below to the full list that I have mentioned here so you can easily get started. And I would also love to hear from you in a comment below. Which of these methods do you think sounds the most interesting and relevant for you, and why? And if you have tried any other online side hustles than the ones I mentioned here, also please feel free to share your experiences below. And finally, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.